maybe thoughts that come out that is not your thoughts.
You know what I'm saying? Quit giving a fuck about other people and what they think and what they're doing and judging them motherfuckers.
Exactly.
You know, and then you have plenty of time, like just during your day at work. Mm-hmm. If you actually go to work and don't go, like, because I'm just not a people person. I like dogs. I don't, you know, like, I like the people that I invite over and I talk to, but as a whole fucking society, I fucking hate it. But, no, like, I'm not social at work. Like everybody else gossips and they have all this bullshit in the water fountain talking. I just don't take part in it. I don't fuck anybody. I go to work, I put headphones on, do my job. Mm-hmm. But it's amazing that like I have all day to reflect on shit. While I'm doing my job, I'm reflecting on, okay, what am I doing? Where do I stand in life? What am I predicting my life to be? And I'm not gonna live to fucking 80. Where am I really gonna hit at? How far along am I? Do I have time to achieve these goals? I should go after this goal. This needs to be my priority. Whereas other motherfuckers are thinking, oh shit.
Yeah.
Find out she fucked that other dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's so. When we wake up in the morning, the first thing we do is get on the news, social media. Before we even think about our own problems, we flood our brain with other people's problems.
Exactly.
And then we're too worried about, man, they're fucking up when they run Hillary. Oh, and then this guy's screwing up. I really hope we don't get another Republican like fucking Bush. You know what else is fucked up? That goddamn earthquake. I mean, yeah, all these things are relevant to us, but before all that shit, like, we should spend a good minute like thinking about our own shit. Like,
it's the conversation. Once you wake up and you turn that TV on, not only are you seeing the pictures and what they're promoting to you, it's the language. The letters and the words are doing something to your mind when they're spoken. This is what we don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? Each letter has a picture and a definition to it. So if a word only consists of 4 letters, and some say it would be Yahweh. You feel what I'm saying? This is the definition of Yahweh in the 4 letters. You feel what I'm saying? So when they speak the letters, it is doing something to your mind. So if I know what to say and when to say it, I can control the whole situation. And so when we wake up and we turn on that TV, all they have to do is flash a certain amount of colors, a certain amount of numbers, and say the right words at the right time, and we will go out and go to McDonald's and get that sale that they put up there with the $9.99 on there. You feel what I'm saying?
Everything. We're so. But the reason I have those two, I have a red light and a blue light bulb up there, and they're in there for looks now. But the reason ultimately I bought those. Blue light, green light, purple probably falls into that category. When you're around that light, it's the same light the cell phones put off, the same light that screens put off, and most all white lights and shit. It stops your body from producing melatonin, which is what puts you to sleep. Exactly. You're tired. Red light, orange light, yellow light, warm lights and shit. If you're just around them and not blue light, they cause you to start. So like you can totally control your sleep cycle, which is a big fucking part of shit.
Everything around.
Cancer is because your body screwed up making a cell. Like it was producing a cell and it fucked up. Like, and you got to think your body's a pretty complex computer, and if you want to keep something working correctly, you need to take care of it. And sleeping is when it rests, reworks itself, fixes itself. If you're not giving it time to fix itself, you're beyond smoking and fucking, like they say sleep is more causing of cancer than anything. Like fuck what you eat and smoke. If you sleep right, you are increasing so much of your chances of being healthier.
And it's like this, man.
But this light, that's like you're saying, a light that's controlling us. Like what we see is keeping us.
And everything around us is built on us.
Oh God, this
everything
it's the
around
sex
us
sells
is a mere
principle. It's ways of leading
car,
us.
The computer, the cell phone.
It's race. It's
this
class. It's sex. It's religion. It's all the things put into place to keep us arguing and bickering and fighting. And
it's you.
Because we don't go after fucking number one.
They got us arguing with ourselves. People, wake up, man. If we learn ourselves, we would have no arguments. You feel what I'm saying?
like,
because if I know myself, I know you.
People, my biggest thing that I hated about because I love the riots in Baltimore, and the reason being Baltimore has got a fucked up town. Like Baltimore is Maryland is one of the more fucked up states. Period. Baltimore, more specifically in Maryland, is a fucked up fucking city. So they was ready. Like all these other towns, the riots, that was spur of the moment shit. Like some shit happened, they got mad, started. Baltimore had blueprints for that shit. They were, because they knew it was gonna happen there. They were like, all right, we ready for this shit. Soon as some shit goes down, I'm lighting the fucking CVS on fire, goddammit.
Yeah.
You're gonna do, we like, they knew what the fuck they were doing, and they wasn't gonna stop. They had the goddamn National Guard out there for like 48 hours and nothing was under control. And you gotta think, really in the sense of things, the National Guard's all you got. Because once we attack the police, which in general throughout this country, it's like 1,000 people to every cop. Now that's including kids and elderly people. But if it's 1,000 80-year-old women, 1,000 80-year-old women can take down one cop. I mean, just from numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna take him down. Like, so, but if we beat out the cops in some sense, if it actually got to the point, because honestly, I don't think, it's not like we're just gonna all of a sudden shake hands and be cool, you know? Like, you're gonna see these people go, you killed a lot of people that, you know, are my family and friends, but I understand you're just having a day, you know, and we're cool with that now. We're not gonna do it anymore. And they're like, yeah, you know, like we utterly hate you or whatever. Something's gonna snap. Either there's gonna be a whole change of the system, or it's gonna be some all-out fucking crazy shit. But if we did outdo the cops, they would call the National Guard. The National Guard comes in, and obviously we've already seen they can't do shit. They can't even control fucking Baltimore.
Exactly.
So that ain't doing no shit. Exactly. So the next people up is the Army. But here's the thing: the Army is not gonna come to the U.S. and shoot down its own family and friends. It's
but
not.
That's why they have all these foreigners over here.
They think
Do you see
they
how
want
many
to.
foreigners, foreign security agencies, foreigners, period, they have
But,
over here?
I mean, you gotta think like people in the Army, generally, you don't see a lot of fucking rich people join the Army. People join the Army because of the fucking GI Bill, they'll pay for your college, it's an easy job, they're gonna accept you. Maybe you just had a kid, you need insurance for your family. Well, you're not just gonna walk into a corporate job, so fuck it. The Army will sign you right now, they'll give you insurance for your family, they'll give you, you know, discounts like shopping at like, you know, Army, like, what is it, like the Army grocery stores and like going to the Army doctors, like, yeah, like you get a good fucking hookup if you have nothing else going for you. It's predominantly a lot of like the lower, like the broke people. It's broke fucking people. People who don't have that good of a future are going to the Army. So you got to think these are also the people. These are the people that the cops are killing. So when they come back. Now, I mean, how would you, like, I don't know how a soldier would feel, but I can only imagine if you're over in Afghanistan and you're risking your life with fucking bombs and, like, kids, there's kids, like, with, trying to kill you with fucking, like, all kind of, like, it's some fucked up shit. There's beheadings, you get fucking beheaded. Like, all this shit's going on over there, and you're fighting for that to protect the people at home, and then they ask you to come home and kill the people you're protecting. Because the cops want to be like you, they want to be badasses, but the cops get to go out and shoot people in their own town, the people you're protecting, and then go home and sleep in a warm bed, whereas you're actually fighting a real goddamn war. I don't think the fucking Army will shoot its own fucking people. I think they will get here and they will tell them, like, kill those fucking rioting bastards, and the Army's gonna be like, that's my goddamn family over there, that's my friends, like, I'm here because you killed one of my fucking family. Like,
they gonna kill.
And at that point, it's gonna be the Army and us against the fucking cops and the goddamn shit. It's gonna be goddamn over with because they ain't got shit. And I don't want it to reach that point for their fact. Like, we're gonna lose a few on the way, but they're fucked when that happens. So, and they got to realize that numbers wise, like, who the fuck you got to back you up? Like, you ain't calling in shit. There's so many supporters out there right now already that, like, it's like.
That's
like,
why
you
they're
know what I'm
gonna keep creating legislation and take all your rights. I mean, we don't have no rights, man. That's what we gotta understand.
I ride a bike because
I understand
the way you're fucked if you drive a car.
There should be no upheaval by the people. immediately. We are winning.
Look at this. We got
the dollar is nothing.
Look at the way the voting system
is nothing.
Like, I get why we vote that way. We vote that way because back in the day, obviously, you couldn't go around to goddamn 7 million people and get, what do you think? Yes or no? Because you're going to have to explain it to these old people.
Tally us up in the Census Bureau.
But get this, now with technology, every fucking body has a phone.
Exactly.
If you don't have a phone, you can get one through like Obama. Like there's actual government shit set up to give you a phone with so many fucking people
exactly.
a month. Everybody has a fucking. Why don't you let voting be done that way?
You
come out
right?
with a secure
the
system.
The Obama phone.
And
they gave these motherfuckers the Obama phone. Right?
I got one too because it was
just don't
like
get
the
it.
last
You see this shit?
I kept it for like an extra like emergency phone.
Why would a motherfucker give y'all anything, man? Look.
Yeah, nobody gives away free. Nobody.
Come on, man. Like y'all just.
My favorite was
serious.
the fucking. What was the thing that Bush gave back when he was trying to like stimulate the economy? What was it? You remember when he gave like everybody like $500?
They love
like,
the
what
devil
the fuck
because he gives them nothing.
George Bush is.
That is
like,
insane.
In a sense, like, okay, because the fucking Middle East thing's that big of a deal. If it's that big of a deal, yeah, go over there, get who the fuck you want to get it done. Because yeah, they are a bad person. We honestly have no business in it. But if it's bothering you that much, go do it. But then let's get back to doing shit. Like, y'all spending too much time. The reason these motherfuckers hate us is because we spend too much goddamn time sticking our fucking nose in their business. They didn't just up and be like, hey, that country over there.
Exactly. We just need to do what we things like we doing now. You know what I'm saying? Spending money with each other. All we have to do is spend money with each other. Like, do our own podcast like we doing now.
The Muslim religion says it talks about killing the infidel. They had to determine who the infidel was going to be. They didn't just pick us because like, you know, like, oh, that's a good country. Nah, we pissed them off. We fucked with them. We aggravated them. We went over there and we
self-sufficiency.
We call them weird, and that's the thing because they're not doing things the white way. They're not. Why are you doing it? Why are you walking around with, you know, like wrapped up in this thing? Why are you keeping your women wrapped up? That's not the white way of doing things. You should be working at a damn, trying to get a $100,000 a year job in a house with a white picket fence. They don't give a fuck about a white picket fucking fence. But they're weird because of that. So then we go over there and fuck with them, try to turn them on to our shit. Like and to an extent, like I understand that religious groups like to have missionaries, and obviously that's a part of having a belief system is you want to recruit people, you're wanting to bring people over to your faith. But when it comes to weird fucking countries like that, fuck that. No, we shouldn't be going. No religious group of any kind. Like they have some pretty strict beliefs, and they have some deep-rooted beliefs in hating people with other beliefs.
Exactly.
So fuck that. There's like the dude was just killed in Texas for that damn drawing. You can draw a fucked up picture of Muhammad and motherfuckers will kill you. Yeah. They walked into downtown buildings in France. Like, there was police standing around. It wasn't like it was some weird place.
Of them around when Muhammad was
there was like 9, 10 of them just busted into the goddamn room. They said, bring out these 10 motherfuckers, we're gonna kill them. Yeah. And the people were like, okay, because they had fucking guns, they brought them out and they killed the motherfucker. Yeah. And I don't even know they ever fucking caught them. But yeah, just a couple weeks ago in Texas, there was a dude, they had a contest. They were mocking some shit in Texas. Who was fucking, nothing's gonna happen to you in Texas. Yeah. Well, fuck that, it did. Because some dude did some fucked up cartoon of fucking Muhammad and some underground sect that was in fucking Texas that got the call out. Was like, fuck this dude, and they fucking killed him. You know what? Don't fuck with somebody's belief system like that. You know what I'm saying? Anything, it don't even have to be religion. Anything that somebody's that hardcore about, don't fuck with it. Why are you worried about it? Leave it alone. Mind your business. Think about yourself, where you stand, and what you believe, and then you ain't bothering them. And guess what? They don't end up hating you, like they hate us. And when I say us, I mean America, which is the white America. That's what they fucking hate. That's what I hate. That's the root of everything here. And see, now that you got pissed off white kids in ghettos with fucking Apple, laptops that their parents bought them, now shit's getting put on the internet, bringing shit to. But see, and that's why I like the whole being alert of shit. It is good because it's brought stuff to mind. But it's also allowed us to get scatterbrained through like all these topics. Like we need to be able to focus. We need to be able to say, oh, well, there's a lot of shit going on. Yeah, there was a fucking avalanche. There was a goddamn flood. Texas is fucking flooding. That's weird. You got the fucking corrupt government in Louisiana. You got fucking people getting killed in Texas. But ultimately, hold on. Out of all that shit, over 250 something people at the all-time low,
Mm-hmm.
have been killed by police officers since fucking August of 2014. That's not even that many fucking months. That's not even a year yet, and we've had over two. Did you know, like, it's like fucking, it's right about 60% of that is severely mentally retarded people. They didn't even know what the fuck. They were doing the fucking same thing they do every day. A cop fucked with them, it pissed them off, and then they didn't know what to do, and then they shot him, unarmed. One dude
that's what I'm saying.
was shot. He was actually a severely mentally retarded guy who lived across the street with his mom. He was like, I mean, he was older. He was like 38, but he was fucked up. He was sleepwalking and went into his neighbor's garage. They called police. They didn't say somebody was breaking in. They said there was noises in the garage. The cop shows up. He said that he saw somebody coming at him with a metal object, right? This is what was coming at him. He shot and killed the guy. This is what was coming at him. A severely mentally retarded guy sleepwalking in children's pajamas with like no shoes, no socks on, and he was carrying a spoon. And that cop was so fucking threatening. Like, that's another thing. If you're a cop, okay, a knife is not reason to shoot someone. You kill someone if you feel your life is in danger.
Exactly.
You might get cut. You might get your ass whooped. That's not life or death. How many bouncers?
So
Every
my
club
question is,
in Charlotte, every bar in Charlotte has a bouncer. A bouncer doesn't have a gun, they don't have a taser, they don't have a nightstick, they don't have mace, they don't have pepper spray, they don't have handcuffs. But somehow or another, they sit in the middle of a shitload of drunk fucking people, fighting like hell, and they keep people calm all night. They can arrest nobody, they can't take nobody to jail. The most they can do is kick you out, which if you want to, you can kick your way back in and whoop their ass. But yet, they know how to talk to people. They know how to resolve situations. They know how to be a fucking human being, you know? And cops don't, is the fact. They like the guy was like in North Charleston, he grabbed my taser. So, you would have got tased.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have sucked. I probably would have got tased, but people do that shit for fun. They did that shit on Jackass.
Yeah.
And got paid for it.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you shot and killed him so that you wouldn't get shocked?
Well,
That's not life or like that. That's not an excuse. So if he truly, honestly did grab your taser, you're still fucking wrong.
well, this is what I'm saying. We are in the heavenly abode of this. The have you ever heard of the full blood moon tetrad that is going on? And the
No,
so-called
really-
second coming of Christ that will be. This is what we're in. We are in the Venus, where our people gotta understand that we are around what they call the star Sirius, and it has been around us since January 9, 2015. So all this confusion of the shooting down of whoever it may be, you feel what I'm saying? But the cause, you feel what I'm saying, of some type of, because you say that they're poor whites, they're poor blacks, and all these, but the shooting down of it and the confusion of it is trying to confuse the people to keep them off their agenda of coming together, point blank period. Because the government has nothing. The dollar is at a low time low. We owe China and the British everything. Well, they owe China and the British everything. You feel what I'm saying? That we have to understand what the United States of America is and what America is, and it's completely two different things. You feel what I'm saying?
Capitalist country that was bought up in the first year. It was bought in the goddamn first year. No shit. Like
the
Americans,
new world.
When we first came here, you had what, the Rockefellers. You had why could I not think of any of these other names for Rockefeller right now? Shit. I want to say Vanderbilt, but I don't know if that was like. There was like what, the 3 or 4 families. It's the families who ultimately make up the bank that is the World Trade Center.
Exactly.
It's the not the World Trade Center, the National Reserve.
Yeah.
It was bought up. Carnegie was one of them. They bought the fucking railroads. Like, one guy owned all the railroads, one guy owned all the fucking steel, one guy owned all the fucking this, another guy owned all. They owned everything. The fucking, I think it was Carnegie, I'm pretty sure, and I got one in history, which means I'm probably fucking up, but I'm pretty sure it was Carnegie. Carnegie bought America. Like, America was done, we were fucked, we were out of money, okay, give it up, let's all head back to Europe, we're done. Like, it was done. Carnegie said, hold on, I'm making a lot of money over here. I tell you what. And he pulled his fucking wallet out and he pulled the money out and gave it to the fucking president to save the entire country. Mm-hmm. The way I look at it, he bought the country right there. Mm-hmm. If a country is out, like that's like a house being foreclosed on. Mm-hmm. The motherfuckers there can't pay for it no more. Mm-hmm. And you walk up and you pay for it, even if you letting them people stay in it, you still just bought that fucking house.
Exactly.
You bought America, and now you're just charging us fucking rent to live in it. Mm-hmm. And you put like this fucking system in place to where you can get more people here, because the more people, it's just like prison, the more people, the more fucking money you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? The more workforce you're gonna get. And you just promise this bullshit of like, look, you can make it. You can become anything you want. No, the fuck you can't.
Mm-hmm. And Thomas Jefferson.
That's Kanye West's philosophy. Exactly. He says fuck school because you should just decide what you want to be and just do it. And in a sense, that is the way to go. But fuck it, nobody can do that shit.
Exactly. They had
to become what they want.
They had to pay tribute to all the sovereign countries. It started off, the Moors paid tribute to Thomas Jefferson, then he hopped the fence on the Moors and went to the British, and then Carnegie and the rest of them. That's what we gotta understand. That's why we in debt to this day, because